Okay, let's try this again. Hello and welcome. My name is Michael D. Groot, and I am just testing a new toy that I'm trying to work on in order to bring you a live streaming, live tuition, live broadcasting, and making it super smooth so that I can switch between my information that I want to share with you, but also bring myself back on camera in a really, really smooth fashion. And I just want to do a shout out for Ted Prodromo, who gave me the inspiration to check this out again. I already had this app, but he mentioned it today in our live broadcast, which was Social Selling Wednesday, and he managed to transmit this on Facebook Live. I'm not quite that far advanced to do it on Facebook Live. I probably have to pay a lot more money for that, but I am transmitting to YouTube Live, and but I want to create the experience as smooth as possible. I was testing it earlier today, and the app crashed, so I've sent a support ticket out to them to make sure it's all working. So I won't mention the name at this stage because I don't want you to have the same experience, and I want to make sure that I can get it to work first properly. So what I want to do, just very briefly, and I hope you can still hear me, is create a small tutorial about LinkedIn. And this is me. Here's my profile. I don't want to deep dive into my profile, but I do want to show to you a couple of areas which may be of interest that are new and up and coming within LinkedIn. And the first one is this whole new area of LinkedIn Learning, previously called lynda.com. I think it's now being transitioned to LinkedIn Learning, and it's got a whole new area of its own. So previously, this appeared under interests on your homepage, but now it's got its own unique learning button. And there is no mention anymore of lynda.com. Some of these courses were obviously on lynda.com. Now, it's not completely free. As you can see at the top right, you need to have a paid account so you can start a free trial. I've obviously at some stage already did a free trial. Now this is in UK pounds, so I'm sorry if it's not in US dollars, but the prices are very, very similar. And you can see here that you can buy these monthly plans or annual plans in order to upgrade your product. You will get other benefits as well, like this, who viewed your profile, getting a lot of people learning these new skills, getting an inside look. So it's very much being targeted at people that are job seekers or wish to improve their skills and therefore are able to, oops, I didn't want to go to the same page. They're able to get their skills up to scratch before they move to new jobs, etc. I'm just going to flick back to me just to see how smooth that works, and I can watch the recording afterwards. But LinkedIn Learning is an important facet. Inevitably or logically, when you complete a course, I haven't done one yet, but when you complete a course, it will be added automatically to your profile as another skill, as some training that you have done for yourself. So if you're looking for this new career move, or indeed you're looking to transition in your own business and reinvent yourself, I would highly recommend that you check out LinkedIn Learning and maybe even invest on a free trial for a month. And there's quite a bit of learning you can do in a month if you are disciplined and consistent about it. So do check it out. Do go and, learn some new stuff. And some of these courses, like there's one here on storytelling. Well, I'm very passionate about storytelling. As you can see here, it says share your story using LinkedIn social selling and whiteboard animation. And therefore, I'm obviously looking at courses around storytelling. So I've got to finish that course. As you can see, I've only done a few, maybe one video just to test to see how it worked. The other area that I'd like to talk about is the new features that are coming into play. with LinkedIn, and they are harnessing this on coming soon. And obviously, coming soon could mean 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 months, 6 months, who knows? Some people are saying going to be next year. Some people are saying it's going to be by the end of November. Who knows when it's going to be rolling out? And then it will only be stage rollout. One thing that might be coming sooner than you think is company pages. Now, this may not be, where has it gone? Here it is. This may not be relevant to you for whatever you're doing, but for those small companies and large companies out there, a company page on LinkedIn is really important, especially for being found on LinkedIn. And as you can see, it looks very, very different to the current. In fact, let's just go to my company page. If I can open this in a new tab. Yeah, and you can see the difference. Okay, I'm viewing this as somebody who's admin. You can see there's these cards. Okay, I can see how many people have looked at stuff, but it's quite limited and quite boring. But the new page is very exciting. You've got these 3 blocks: overview, jobs, and life. And you've got recent updates, and you can click through and see these other updates coming through. And here you see the announcement, desktop redesign, smarter messaging, LinkedIn Learning, and more coming through. And it's a neater, better kind of company profile. And hopefully it means that lots more people will investigate how to develop a good company profile and leverage it more and get more followers on there. Now that it's going to be a beautiful page, it's really worth doing, and I highly recommend that you check it out. And then so that's about LinkedIn. And I let me just come back on camera. The other thing I want to share with you is a little bit about Twitter. And a big shout out to Brian Fanzo, iSocialFans with a Z or a Z. So iSocialFans Z on Twitter and everywhere else. I heard Brian, big shout out to Buffer on Buffer's podcast, and I was super impressed with what he said, because he's on video all over the place. It's just video, video, video. And the one thing he mentioned that I hadn't researched myself is video on Twitter. Now, how I think Brian's using this very intelligently is by sending personalized messages. So big shout out to Khalid, who I tested this on. As you can see, I sent him a 47-second video. I don't think there's any limit on time, but we now have video messaging that has some meaning and some purpose. And inside LinkedIn, I think there is no better place to be able to do that. And how cool would it be if you were able to message people? And I sent a message also to Safraz Ali, and I sent him a message on here as well. So I'll just play this. I'm not sure if you're going to hear the sound because it's supposed to only pick up my sound on my microphone, but essentially it's taking a while to load. Oh, this media could not be played. That's interesting. Why not? So let's just get out of that, and this is a live demonstration, so let's try again. There you go. So you can see a video message inside Twitter. Private messaging, direct messaging works beautifully, and it's super simple to do, and I highly recommend that you check that out as something that's really, really important to harness. So for now then, that's all I wanted to share with you. Just a few tips. So keep your eyes peeled on the new coming soon LinkedIn desktop, which is going to look very similar to the app. If you haven't downloaded the app, make sure you do. and then check out company pages when it comes your way, and also check out LinkedIn Learning and perhaps get a free trial for a month and do some learning. But I recommend you find the courses that you want to do first and then do the learning afterwards. So thanks for joining me, and hopefully we'll do this soon again. Take care.